With a winter chill gripping much of the nation, no such worries today here in the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The Jaguars at 10-4 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here this way.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
That's complete. It's Brian Thomas.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A give running right, Etienne.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, right back to Etienne.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Titan defense.
Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Escaping the pressure right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Lawrence will throw.
And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown.
Brian Thomas hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now Spears to begin the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Levis sets up to throw here. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13.
54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return.
And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
All right, let's go.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
At the 19-yard line.
Hey. Here we go, sir.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Jaguars. First down.
On red.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Etienne.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis.
And that takes us from second to third down.
You talk about this Titan defense.
Now they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
Silver.
Back to the ground with Etienne. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 21.
Hey, run.
Toss left side for Etienne.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to say, as you...
And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown.
Brian Thomas
with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now Levis. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Like 24.
Put a man in motion left. Ridley. Levis. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here we go.
A give to Etienne running right. And that one opened up for him well, as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Hey.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here's Lawrence.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Red on red. Here we go.
A handoff for Etienne.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Lawrence to throw.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Jags have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
49. 49.
Levis to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
0.
And here's a give to Spears.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Like 13.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go.
Working from the gun. Here's Levis.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Down the sideline he goes. Travis Etienne racing to the end zone.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
Travis Etienne
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And he continues to add on to his amazing touchdown total on the ground. That is number 25 for him on the year as he moves ever closer to the all-time record. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. 68 yards.
And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more blocks.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Lion.
They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
All right, let's go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Out of the gun to give to Spears.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Levis from the gun. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air. because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Levis back to throw. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Like 46, like 46. 54 readers, hut.
Levis looking to throw.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Calvin Ridley as the first half is winding down.
And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
This time the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
This 2nd and 4.
On red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Screenplay. Here's Etienne.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the 3rd quarter will start from the 30.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 9. Levis now off of play action.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Lisa 24.
Lawrence.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Hand off to Spears.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
No. 40, read him.
Right back to Spears.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First down, Titans.
Here's a run by Spears.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Like 54, like 54.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
454, like 54. What?
Here's Levis. Inside the 20. And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Like 24.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54.
On 2nd and 10.
Levis.
And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Mike 49. Mike 49.
Put a man in motion left. Ridley.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another 4th down.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
On the toss, it's Spears.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Mike 13, Mike 13.
Levis sets up to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Levis, quick completion out wide.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Right zero. Right zero.
Levis. They'll set up the screen for Spears.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
Now Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. That is caught.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Like 90.
And now a run with Spears.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Like 13.
In motion left goes Burks. Levis to throw it.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Like 46, 49 down, 22 Rita.
Spears again.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Tajay Spears, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 26.
Hey, lie.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Hey, we got
Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
Hey, go, go. 30 left. Sink right.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
57-yard attempt.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Like 40, slide.
To throw again on 2nd down. Levis.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Working from the gun, here's Levis.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Here we go, 4th down, Levis.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Etienne up the middle.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Bigsby.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Hey, easy, route.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well,
hey, yo, fresh out the